This today agenda how to handle and log the errors to SQL Server table in SSIS. So what is error handling in SSIS? Error handling is a mechanism. It's basically used to handle the errors. Okay. Errors may be occur when we are extracting data from source, loading data into destination, or when we are performing a transformation. It's because of unexpected data failing. A package is not a good practice, right? To handle this situation, exercise introduce this concept called error handling. In this tutorial, we are going to see how to handle the error by using on error event. Okay, let's jump on demo. So in the demo, we are going to load the data from CSV file to SQL Server table. For example, this is the test data. This I'm going to load the data into the SQL Server table. This is the table, test table. Okay. We are going to load this CSV file data to the SQL Server table. So in between, if there is any error, we are going to capture those error in this error log table. Okay. This is the error log table. You know, here we are going to capture what is the machine name. This is identity column, so it will be created automatically. So the machine name is called as in which machine the package is calculated, and then package name in what is the package name, right? And then which task it's failed in this packages, and what is the error code, and then what is the error description, and when this package is got failed. Okay. Uh, so let's go to the demo quickly. So, like this, create new SSIS packages, and then, you know, drag and drop data filters under the cover pro, because we are going to data load from CSV file to destination table, double click this, and then between source as a flat file source, because, the other sources under that is drag and drop flat file source. To pick the CSV file, we have to use flat file source. Double click and then create a flat file connection manager. Browse and then take the file. I'm going to load the CSV file. Get data 1. Okay. Click open. And then we'll check. These are all the CSV file headers. And then preview the data. See, we are not skipping any rows because we need all the data. Okay. And then define the destination. So destination we have to pick OLEDB destination, right? Destination. So you see OLEDB destination, drag and drop here. Now you disconnect the output of flat file source to input of OLEDB destination component. Disconnect this. And double click this OLEDB destination, then create new connection for OLEDB connection manager. We need the connection manager to connect the SQL Server table database server. Okay, click OK, and then create the table where you want to load the PSV table data. So now let's create the table. Both error log and the test table you can create, and then click that test table, input test. Okay. Now go to mapping and then check mapping. This is the input data from the CSV file. It's connected to the destination table properly. Click OK. Now save this. Now run this. Check whether data loading or not. Yeah, it's completed 30 rows loaded to the table. Now the outcome one check 30 rows loaded or not in our database table. Yeah, it has been loaded. So now, if there is any failure in this package, right? For example, data forecast, if this is failed, how you are going to capture those errors? So that's why the event handler come under picture. So that go event handler, executable is packages you have to select, and then event handler. Now, right now in this tutorial, we are going to see on error event, but there are a lot of event is there. So, pre, post state, reboot, on progress. So far, we are using on error. So, here, click here to create on error event handler. Then, now I'm going to drag and drop execute SQL task. Why? We are capturing the error into SQL Server table, correct? So that's why we are dragging and dropping this. Double click on that and then choose the connection is server database and then give the SQL statement. No, don't need to give here because we are going to insert the error into error log table. That is what we are going to do, right? So, for example, let me create insert structure. Insert into table. Its name is, we can edit later just for our understanding and this creating this insert script. Error code and a description. Because these are all strings, so I have kept it in the single quotation. Date. So error code is integer, we don't need to keep single quotation. So date and time get date. This is the insert, right? So how this machine name, packet name, task name, error code, error description, these data we can take it from our system variables. So that's why we are using expression. Okay. Just pick expression property, just use SQL. So SQL statement source and click expression where just for those insert statement within double quotation you have to pass this. Okay. It makes me this. So now machine name, unpackage name, task name, error code, error description, those all things we are capturing through system variables. So you could see under system variables, we could see all the thing, right? So the machine name here it is the system variable. So now for that system variable here, just replay this machine name. Whenever you are just drag and drop this system parameter variables, you have to use double quotation and then plus. Within that, you have to call that, okay? Plus double quotation to close. So in between plus operator, you just drag and drop machine name. Okay? So the same way for packages for package name, package name. And then task name also same way. Double quotation plus double quotation. In between plus, you drag and drop. Package name is nothing but source name is the package name. Okay. Okay. Now error code. Error code, we are not passing any single quotation here because we don't need right as a string we are not going to pass. But to read error code, you have to be for double quotation plus, and then you need to convert this error code as a string. To do that, you just go and then select the deleted. You have to convert that error code as a string. Okay. I'm just giving the length is 12. Now error code that we have called error code. So error code you are not drag and drop. You have to drag and drop this and it is there. Okay. Now plus double quotation close it. Here we are not passing any single quotation because we are just taking an integer and storing the data. So you don't need to pass single quotation from starting and the end. Okay. So now error description after single quotation for double quotation plus double quotation. Now here instead of error description, take from system variable where it is. Here it is. Right. Drag and drop this. Okay. Now we have done prepared script. Okay, evaluate expression do that. Yeah, here you see it's evaluated. Click OK and then click OK. Click OK. Now save this. Now again try to run this SSIS packages. See, it is executed, but there is no error in our data flow task. Go and check event handler what it is happened. It's not triggered at all. Correct? Because if there is any error, then only because we use on error. So if there is any error in the data flow task, then it will be triggered and then error will be captured. But there is no error, so there is no error captured at all. You see in our error log table, nothing is there. Right? So now let's make some errors and then see error capturing or not, right? Right now I'm going to replay this test data one because this file only we have using, but I'm just renaming this test data one to test data. Now while we are running this SSIS page, data flow task will get failed, right? Just to go data flow task and then check it's failed. So even handler, it need to be succeed, but instead of it's failed. Because there is a error happen, so the error need to be captured here by a execute SQL task, but instead of that, this task also get failed. So let's see why this is failed in the progress. See the data flow task failed because the CSV failed, does not exist, cannot open. But here, you see failed because of incorrect index near get date. So there is an error in this script, whatever we pass in the event handler. Just to go event handler, click equal task, check this. Sorry, not for here. In the expression, only we have defined the query, right? So click the expression and then check query and verify. Take this query out and then check in like copy paste into SQL Server, check any issue there not. We have built insert in the table in values, right? This index error. Okay. Just go event handler and then click and then here we made this index expression. The expression you just see here insert in the table in values. You need to pass values here. Right. Just evaluate. Okay. Click OK. Okay. Okay. Save this. And then run. So now see, this is failed data flow task, but even handler succeeded. Yeah. That means it's properly captured error if there is any error in our SSIS package. So now go and verify the error log table. You could see error has been captured. See cannot open the file and then this both are captured. This is the error code. give the package name, and give my machine name, and then which date it captured the error. Okay. And one more thing, so while we are capturing the error, right? Error. This is our, error is a varchar. Whenever there is a error, we will call that error description within single quotation, right? Because this is a varchar. But for example, in the error itself, whatever the system variable, it's written in error, right? That error could be have single quotation. So that time, the insertion will be paid. So that's why you have to use always error description. You need to first replace single quotation with a blank this way. Let me show you in the event handler, in the query, expression query. So here in the error description, you have to replay this, comma, you know, single quotation. Then I'm just replacing with a blank. Okay. This is how to use evaluate the expression. Now click OK. Click OK. Click OK. Save this. For example, here I'm just updating on query. For example, I'm just updating the table update. Table equal to. I'm just doing single condition. I'm just keeping the same. This will throw us error, right? What is the error? So, in this error, we do have single quotation and then incorrect syntax near this way single quotations coming. So, in this case, you have to replace that single quotation with, blank or something. Otherwise, it cannot be this error description cannot be stored into our SQL server, right? So, for example, I'm trying to store this error into error description. Set error description where it is. So, within single quotation, we will find the error. See how we can update this error. It cannot be done, right? So because there is lot of single quotation there in this error description. So that is the reason we are just replay that single quotation with a plan. Now, for example, I'm just updating this command. However, this is wrong, right? So, this error description I want to store. Then now I will replay this flat file into test data one only. Test data one. Now you just save this and then run this. See, this is fast, but this is got failed. Okay. So then you see event handler succeeded or not. It succeeded. So just to go and check now error table. See, the error captured properly, right? We have replaced single condition in double condition and then we have captured. Okay, I hope you understand this, right? Please ping me if you have any clarification, if you need any other session. Thank you for watching.